Hello, hello everyone. This is Jermaine Lewis. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday to you guys. Trust you guys are doing awesome. Welcome. If this is the first time you're seeing me, coming to you guys live from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. My wife Simone and I, we are the owners of this business page. Now, this may be streaming on my business page as well as my personal page as well, right? So depending on which where you're seeing me, but if you're on my business page, welcome. If you're here for the first time, my wife Simone and I are the owners of this page, and we run an online business. We love what we do. We help ambitious, hardworking parents just like ourselves start and run a successful online business. Now, if you are not new to our page, you know that we are on this 90-day Go Life challenge to show up here on our page, every day, right? And to do a Go Life for the next 90 days. And today we're on the number 53. Now, the goal of these Go Lives is to impart value, as always, to you, our followers, to share more about what it is that we're actually doing online, to share our story, so that you get to know a little bit more about who we are. All right. So tonight, day 53, as always, we come on and we share, around a particular topic. And the topic for tonight that I want to talk about is this one: is what Simone and I are doing to reprogram our thoughts, thereby changing our reality. What Simone and I are doing to reprogram our thoughts, thereby changing our reality. Well, I'm just going to share with you two things, that we found that are very helpful, that is helping us, right, to reprogram our thoughts, in the process, that will change our reality. All right. So here's the first one for you tonight. So the first one is that we maintain a constant flow of inspiration by choosing what we watch and what we listen to. We maintain a constant flow of inspiration, by choosing what we watch and what we listen to. Now, the Bible says in Romans, I believe chapter 12, it says, "Do not be conformed, by the things of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, by the reprogramming of your mind." So do not be conformed, do not be like everybody else, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And so, 4 years ago, we evaluated where we were financially, or where we were in life 4 years ago, right? Something unexpected happened, that got us to kind of like evaluate where we were, and we were not in a good spot. We did not like where we were financially. And so, the question then becomes, do we stay here or do we look for a way out? We do not like where we are. This is where we are. We acknowledge that, number one. We acknowledge that where we are. This is where we are, right? And we did not like where we are. So the question now becomes, do we stay here or do we look for a way out? And we decided to look for a way out. We didn't like why we're where we are. We didn't want to stay there, so we look for a way out, right? And that that search, led us to people who were living the desired life, or the kind of life that we desired for ourselves and for our family, which is time freedom and financial freedom. We desire that for our family. And so, we sought out people who were living that kind of life, right? And we stumbled upon this incredible opportunity, right? So we plugged ourselves in this community, and we see people who are living the life that we desired for ourselves. And so the question now becomes, what are they doing differently? What are they doing that we are not doing, that is allowing them to have time freedom and financial freedom? Like, what were they doing, right? And so in studying them, I realized that these people, they maintain a constant flow of inspiration by listening to people who are successful, right? By reading books, right? By consuming self-help contents, right? Personal development contents, right? And so, what we realized, that where we were 4 years ago, right, a certain thinking, had gotten us there, right? And we did not like that. And so, in order to move from where we were to get to the life we desired, right, it was going to require a different type of thinking, right? And so when we plug ourselves in this online business community and we saw people living the kind of life that we desire, these were some of the things that stand out is that they consume themselves, right? What they listen to, right? Inspired them, and keep them motivated, right? And also what they watch, right? They watch, people who are successful, even more successful than them, right? And so that inspired us, right? And so that's what we are doing right now, to reprogram our mind, to renew our mind, to change our thinking, right? To create the kind of life, the kind of reality, that we desire for ourselves. So that's one thing that Simone and I are doing, right? To reprogram our thoughts, thereby, changing our reality, is that we maintain a constant flow of inspiration. We look for successful people in our community and outside of our community. You know, uh, I commute to work in the mornings, right, and back home in the evening time. And what I'm doing now, is using my travel time, to go on YouTube and to feed my mind, right, with contents and with materials, right, that is helping to reprogram the way how I think, right, the way how I see myself, my view of myself, right, to create the kind of reality, that I want, for myself and for my family. So that's number one thing that we are doing. The second thing that we are doing is, being selective of the words that comes out of our mouth. Be selective of the words that we are choosing intentionally, the words that comes out of our mouth. And I'm going to go back to the Bible again. The Bible says in Proverbs that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and he who love it will eat its fruits, right? So, death and life are in the power of the tongue. That means the words that come out of your mouth has the ability to create and to destroy. It has the ability to build and the ability to tear down. And so, if our words are so powerful, then we have to be intentional, right? We have to be intentional, right, of what we say, right? The words that comes out of our mouth. How do we talk about our finances, right? How do we talk about our health? How do we talk about our children or marriage, right? Every area of our life, right? We begin to evaluate, right, and rethink, right? The type of words that are coming out of our minds, because we understand and we recognize, right, that our words, you know, have the ability to create, you know, or to be destroyed. And so there are sometimes, of course, we caught ourselves saying something, right? Because again, it's a habit that you're trying to break. And so what we now that we know, we catch ourselves when we say certain things, right? And we we affirm something different, right? And so that is what I wanted to come on and share with you tonight. Um, what Simone and I are doing, right, to reprogram our thoughts, thereby changing our reality. Is number one, we maintain a constant flow of inspiration. Most of the information that are fed to us are negative, right? And so we have to be intentional with the kind of contents that we watch and what we listen to, right? We listen to contents and materials that are going to keep us, constantly inspired. And number two is being selective, of the words that are coming out of our mouth. So that is it for tonight, guys. I hope I was able to provide some value. I hope you find these two things helpful, right? It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm getting ready to jump on our mastermind. So every Wednesday night we at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we mastermind, right? And this is just for people who are online business owners, right? And again, here is a community of people who are earning, upwards of $1 million a year, right? Talk about the importance of environment and what we watch and what we listen to, right? And every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, we have the privilege to sit down in a community of leaders who are earning, $100,000 a week, $100,000 a month, $1 million a year, right? And to listen to what they, how are they thinking, what is their mindset like, right? And we get the ability. to be in this kind of environment, right? So that we are able, right, to change our thinking and to think that way. And so if you are been watching us, right, if you have been watching and you say, "Hey, Jermaine, how can I be a part of this online business community? This sounds exciting, man. How, I want to be, I crave, learning, and I desire change for myself. How can I be a part of this online business community? First thing is to register at our website at www.jermainerlewis.com. That's www.jermainerlewis.com. Put your name and your email address and go watch our complimentary workshop. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. But that's the first step. That's the first step, of starting, and being a part of this incredible, amazing community. So as always, if you're watching live or on the replay, thank you so much. Comment, let us know where you're watching from. We always love to say hi and to connect with you, and that is it for tonight. We will see you here again tomorrow night, for another Go Live where we will share, a little bit, about ourselves, our thoughts, our journey about this online business in hopes of helping you, our viewers, get more information and become more comfortable, to taking the next step, and becoming an online business owner. All right. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a blessed night. Cheers.